Good morning, it's Leanne Peters here. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube. And I'm here to create a space of support and of healing time for you. So I trust that this video finds you well and that you receive something that you find helpful and supportive at this point or this period in your life. So I want to send out an extra special big welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light family, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. So this video I've trialled as a pre-planned, pre-scheduled, pre-booked in. I'm not sure of the right word really. Anyway, I pre-scheduled this. So did you see this yesterday when I put it up as that I'll be going live right now? Did you see that in your feed? Because I don't think many people did. So I just tested it to see if it's worth doing it in the future. So let me know, did you see this just now? Did you just get a notification when this was live? Maybe you didn't get a notification at all and you're watching the replay. Did you see me schedule this video, this live video yesterday? And were you aware of it beforehand? So I'm coming to you live from Tasmania, Australia. Finally, the rain has passed. I see some blue sky, and I think that big yellow thing over there called the sun might be shining on the other side of the house. So the rain may have passed. You know, you go a bit insane when you've had pretty much every day of rain for a month. So, and that's what it's been like. There's been the odd couple of days where we haven't had rain, but we have so much. It's like a swimming pool out here. So it's nice to have a bit of outside time. So welcome. I am here. Thank you for letting me know. I am here to create a space of healing and support. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to work with my healing energy card. So I'm going to pull a healing energy card. We'll see what that is. I'll chat about it. And then we'll move into some time with the drum. So I've got the yin yang drum here, the day night kind of drum. So I'll be drumming today. I feel like I haven't drummed for a while, so it feels good to be outside and to be drumming. And then I'll pull a healing energy card to go. So thank you so much for being here. Let's grab a card and see what that wants to be for us today. So I am coming to you live from Tasmania, Australia, where it is not raining. And it is Saturday what date is it? The 29th. Saturday the 29th of October at 9:03 a.m. So it's going to be a good day. I can feel it. Let's see, which healing energy card do the majority of us need at this time? This is the card I'm very interested in finding once I stop throwing them. It's these are my templates, so they're not real cards yet. The real cards are currently getting prepared at the printers. So the best healing energy card the majority of us need now is this. And this is card 47, Reflections. So it's in the rest category. And down here it says that everything is coming together. Trust in the bigger picture and what is happening behind the scenes. So sometimes we don't know. In fact, a lot of the time we have no idea what's really going on the bigger picture of things or behind the scenes of things. And sometimes, especially if we are waiting on information or news, sometimes we just have to trust that things are working out behind the scenes or trust in the bigger picture. And over time, things will be revealed. Over time, sometimes things aren't revealed, but we can trust that there's a bigger picture, a higher plan to what we might be dealing with right now. It says, be patient and see the pieces fall into place. So this reminds me, this card, of like pieces of the puzzle coming together. And it can feel like at times that we have everything lined up and all the puzzle pieces in place and we're just looking for the last pieces. And then a crazy dog runs through, upturns the table and the puzzle pieces go flying. And then we're left to sort of pick up the pieces and figure out which pieces belong where, but also which pieces need to stay and which pieces need to go. There might be some pieces that we can't even find that we had before. So this is sort of the energy that's around at the moment, this kind of things being up in the air, not knowing how the cards are going to fall or where the pieces fit. And we might just have a few pieces that we're sort of slowly piecing together as we move forward. But we really need to be patient while we let the pieces fall into place, if you like, or find their place. So I don't know if this is resonating with you and what you've got going on in your life, but the big reminder here is that everything is coming together. Everything is coming together. Even if it feels and seems like it isn't, everything is coming together. And this is a really good card to have actually while we use this drum, which I hope is not getting too flat because it's so damp out here. But this also feels like things coming together, things returning back to balance. And you know, balance is a tricky thing to maintain because it's always in flux and it's always dancing and moving as we flow through our life. So once we achieve balance, it doesn't tend to be something that we sort of just have then forever. It's something we need to sort of maintain and adjust ourselves and keep finding and then maintain again for a bit longer. So this balance, this sort of feeling our way into balance seems to be important at this time in this moment. So I'm going to get ready to play the drum. Now the drum this microphone doesn't like the drum. So it rattles and all sorts of things. So in a minute, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to put my microphone away a bit and hopefully that sounds all right for you in your headset or however you're listening. So as I prepare to drum, there's nothing you can do wrong. Just listen and let the sound of the drum support you. Let it remind you that things are coming together. Let it remind you to continue to find patience if you can. Let it remind you about the balance that you're seeking or the balance that you're really trying to maintain. Sometimes we have to let our balance go so that things can adjust and reset and refresh themselves somehow, and then we adjust and we find that balance again. So where are you at with your balance? What do you need, basically, from this time that we're spending together today? What is it that you need right now? And I trust that you do feel at least some of that from the drum. So let the drum carry you, support you, hold you, and remind you of the things that are important for you to remember at this time. So take some nice big breaths. I'm going to move my microphone and I will talk with you when I'm done. Hopefully this sounds okay. Enjoy. Thank you. I trust you enjoyed that time with the drum. So nice. It actually feels like a landscape, like a desert or something here. Night sky, maybe the moon here out, and a void here. A place that takes us deeper. This place, this portal here, this moon, or this energy here takes us higher. So rising and deepening and travelling our path across the land. Beautiful. I love this drum. It is available on the website, so if it does speak to you, please check it out. So thank you. Okay, this, if you just joined in, I was playing the drum with this card in mind, reflections, things coming together. You know, imagining like we're a magnet and we're attracting all the things all the pieces back together, all the pieces to us that need to be brought forward. So thank you so much. Let's grab a card to go. Before I do that, thank you so much for joining me today. You know what to do if you've enjoyed this video. Please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to. And if you would like to connect more privately, please send us a message through our website. So you can learn more about the drum on my website. You can learn more about my pendants and earrings, my card decks. Not this card deck yet. This is soon to open for pre-orders. There's 2 decks here together. So this will probably happen next month, hopefully, or December. My owl sculpture here behind me is also on my website, but that's only available for local pickup if you are in Tasmania. But if you'd love to learn more about my work here at Temple of Balance, please visit templeofbalance.com.au. Thank you. Okay, let's grab a card to go. So I'm looking for the best card that the majority of us need now to move forward from here. So how to carry this energy, this balance, this coming together energy that's come through. How do we carry that into our life? How do we make it count so that it can help us in our reality, in our everyday life? So the best card for our forward movement from here is this here, and it's this. Okay, it's called Break the Spell. Break the Spell. It's a new card. It's card 73 from the Healing Energy Cards Deck 2, and it's in the Rise category. Down here it says, unbinding contracts, obligations and promises once made, because they can really hold us back. We make promises or sign contracts or are obligated, agree to be obligated to certain things at certain points in our life. And unless we unbind ourselves from that, we can tend to carry that obligation, that contract that we have agreed upon, that promise that we've made. We can carry that all throughout our lifetime. So if you made a promise to someone years ago, and you find yourself still somehow pulled by that, even though you're not under that obligation anymore, or that situation has passed, then this would be a really good thing to look at. Also, if you're preparing to move out of a workplace or change in relationships, and you've got that contract, either formal or informal, that promise that you made that you're preparing to sever, then this might also be appropriate for you. So what have you made a promise? What have you promised that is not really aligned with your path anymore? It says also release from the narcissist. So breaking that spell that the narcissist tends to put us under, that spell of, the narcissist spell, and I'm sure you know it. So if you find yourself under that spell, then certainly maybe look at what you need to do to release yourself from that spell. Waking up, also the realization of living a lie, which is a massive big truth slap. It's a big wake-up call when we realize that. So there might be some things shifting in regards to your truth at this time. It says influence and it says truth. So what spell have you been under? What spell or promise or obligation? It might not be a spell if it's a contract that you're moving out of, for example, but it's a similar sort of energy, but it just depends on the situation or the circumstance for you. What needs to be broken? It almost feels to me like shattered shattering some glass, some fragile glass that we've put around ourselves. So it may have been good that we put it there to begin with, but maybe it doesn't serve us any longer. So what can you do to break the spell, or if you think or feel that you're under some type of spell or some type of promise that needs to be broken, really? And, you know, it's a big deal, really, because I know for me, when I agree to something, or I obligate myself to something, or I sign a contract on something, like, I'm very serious at the time, as we all, I'm sure, are. So it can be, it's kind of like a thread or a tie or a cord or an attachment, a hook in some ways, that we really have to unhook from ourselves when that time comes, when we move on. Because all contracts come to an end eventually. It's very much a physical thing, isn't it? Like a physical thing that we do in the physical world. But even our life contract comes to an end when we draw our last breath. So things change. Things change. Are you feeling okay with this change? Or are you trying to hold on to that bind, that contract somehow, that spell? So it's probably worth thinking about, especially if it's affecting your balance that I talked about before, and if it's affecting your trust in the bigger picture, if you're feeling impatient, and also if you're struggling to feel and know for a fact that things are coming together and that the pieces are falling into place or moving into place. If you're struggling to believe that, maybe look at what's underneath. Do you have some obligations or contracts or spells or something that might be keeping that, almost like keeping the balance at a distance from you for some reason? So I'd be looking into if you feel this way, and if so, why? And are you ready to cut those cords now? And it's okay. You know, I mean, we don't do this on a whim, especially serious contracts that we make, especially in relationships or with work. These are serious things to consider. We seriously considered them moving into them. So if we're moving out of them, then we'll be seriously considering that. And I think that's really normal and a really good thing to do, to make sure that this really is what we need to do. So if you find yourself in that sort of situation, just contemplate it, but also recognise that things are always changing. This is a changing world. Things don't stay the same forever. So thank you for joining me today. I trust you've received something helpful and supportive. Take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye. Have a great day and have a great weekend. Bye.